Dear shareholders, I, S.K. Radhakrishnan, Company Secretary, welcome you all to the 43rd Annual General Meeting of our company being held through video conference. I am participating in this meeting from a registered office located at 34A Kamaraj Road, Coimbatore, 641018. I would like to take you through points regarding the participation through video conferencing at this meeting. The facility of joining the AGM through video conference or other audio visual means is being made available for 1000 members as first come first serve basis. All members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. The company has received requests from 4 members to register themselves as speakers during the meeting. Accordingly, the floor will be open to these members to ask questions. The moderator will facilitate the session once the chairman opens the floor for questions. The speaker shareholder will thereafter unmuted by the host. To start speaking, the shareholder is requested to click the video on button. If the shareholder is not able to join through video for any reason, the shareholder can speak through the audio mode. While speaking, we request the speakers to use earphones so that they are clearly audible, minimize any noise in the background, ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices, no other background applications are running, and there is a proper lighting to have good video and audio experience. If there are connectivity problems at speaker's end, we would ask the next speaker to join. We would like to request each shareholder to kindly limit the speech to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if a member faces any technical issue, he may contact the helpline number 022 which is also mentioned in the AGM notice. It is hereby informed to the members that based on the reasons of business exigency urgency, the board of directors of the company have decided that the special business item included in the notice convening the meeting was unavoidable, hence was being considered. Thank you. Now I request Sri Sanjay Jayavardhanalu, Chairman, to commence with the proceedings of the meeting.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to the 43rd AGM of the company. I am Sanjay Jayavardhanalu, the Chairman of the company, and I am attending the meeting from the registered office located at 34A Kamaraj Road, Coimbatore. This meeting is being conducted through video conferencing facility in accordance with the framework issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI through their respective circulars. I also wish to state that the proceedings of this meeting is being recorded and will be posted on the website of the company. Before we start with the main proceedings of the meeting, I take great pride in introducing my fellow board members and executives and request each of them after my introduction to identify themselves. Firstly, I would like to introduce the directors who are physically present at the registered office of the company located at 34A Kamaraj Road, Coimbatore. Shri B. Lakshmi Narayana, Independent Director, Chairman of the Audit Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and member of the CSR Committee. Thank you. Shri Gopinath Bala, Independent Director, Member of the Audit Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and the CSR Committee. Thank you. Shri Arun Selvaraj, Independent Director, Member of the Audit Committee and the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Thank you. Shri G. Mani, MD, and Member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Share Transfer Committee, and the Chairman of the CSR Committee. Thank you. I would now like to introduce directors who are participating in this AGM through the video conferencing. Justice Srimati Chitra Venkatraman, Independent Director, Member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and the CSR Committee, is attending the meeting from Chennai. Thank you. Ms. Shivali Jayavardhanavelu, non-independent, non-executive director, is attending the meeting from Dubai. Thank you. Executives participating in this meeting from the registered office of the company, Shri C.V. Venkatesh, our Chief Financial Officer, and Shri S.K. Radhakrishnan, the Company Secretary. Thank you all. Shri Ravi Sam, non-executive director, member of the Audit Committee, NRC, and the Share Transfer Committee, is unable to attend the meeting and has sought leave of absence. Apart from the directors and the chief financial officer and the company secretary, Shri T.S. Ananda Tirthan of M.S. Subhachar and Srinivasan, the statutory auditors, Shri M.R.L. Narasimha, the secretarial auditor, and Shri B. Krishnamurthy, scrutinizer, are all participating in this meeting from their respective locations. The key executives of the company have also joined this meeting from their respective locations. We have the requisite quorum present through the video conferencing to conduct the proceedings of the meeting. Since the notice of the AGM, along with the financial statements and director's report, has already been circulated to all the members, I take the notice convening the meeting as read. I wish to state that I am satisfied with the facilities provided to the members of the company for participating in this meeting through the video conferencing. The company has taken all efforts feasible under these circumstances to enable the members to participate and vote on items being considered in the meeting. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of the quorum as per the of the Companies Act 2013. The quorum being present, I now call this meeting to order. Since there is no physical attendance of the members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers are required under the Companies Act 2013 have been made available electronically for inspection by members during the AGM. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send their request to the secretary at vama.com during the course of the AGM. Members who have not yet voted through remote e-voting can cast their vote during the meeting through the e-voting facilities. As there are no qualifications or comments or remarks in the statutory audit report and the secretarial audit report for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, I take the same as read.
In the presence of valid quorum, the meeting is in order. Now I request the chairman to deliver the chairman's speech.
Dear shareholders, I am pleased to welcome you all to the 43rd AGM of the company. The annual accounts, director's report, management discussion and analysis report, and the report of the company's corporate governance for the financial year ended 31st March 2025 have been with you for the statutory period. With your permission, I take them as read. The global economic performance, the global GDP expanded by roughly 3.3% in 2024, bolstered by a strong US economy, easing inflation, stable job markets, and continued fiscal backing. Investments in digital infrastructure and technology also helped foster medium-term productivity and new avenues for growth. The US economy saw a 2.8% growth, slightly below the global average. This was mainly due to the high interest rates, a slowdown in the housing and manufacturing sectors, and increasing federal debt. Emerging markets and developing economies showed resilience, growth with notable regional variations. Despite global uncertainties, elevated interest rates, and rising external debt, many such economies benefited from a robust domestic demand, ongoing structural reforms, and strategic public investments. South Asia emerged as the fastest growing region, while others contended with persistent structural and external challenges. Global growth for 2025 is projected to decelerate to around 2.3%, marking the weakest pace since the 2008 financial crisis. Most a slowdown compared to 2024. This deceleration is attributed to a confluence of factors, including rising trade tensions, persistent policy uncertainty, escalating geopolitical conflicts, and an increasing frequency of extreme climate events, all of which are weighing on global economic prospects. Growth across developing economies is projected to moderate to 3.8% in 2025 before experiencing a slight uptick to 3.9% over 26 and 27. The outlook of these economies remains fragile amidst rising trade tensions, global uncertainty, and weakening investment trends. The Indian economy, the India's provisional GDP growth for the year 24-25 stood at 6.5%, a four-year low, yet it remained among the highest globally. Rural GDP growth surpassed urban growth, primarily due to favorable monsoon conditions that boosted agriculture output, rural incomes, and household spending. Despite global challenges, the Indian economy demonstrated resilience supported by a robust rural consumption, consistent growth in the services sector, strong infrastructure investment, low inflation, and ongoing policy backing. However, industrial activity experienced temporary setbacks owing to a subdued external demand and sector-specific slowdowns. India is projected to remain the fastest growing economy with the GDP growth expected at 6.3%, driven by strong domestic demand, robust services and manufacturing activity, and continued infrastructure investment. A reviving rural economy, fiscal prudence through a simplified taxation, restrained subsidies, and steady capital expenditure will help to maintain macroeconomic stability. While retail inflation easing to 2.82% in May helped the RBI to cut the policy rate by 50 basis points in June 2025, furthering supporting of growth. However, the growth forecast for 25-26 has been revised down by 0.4 percentage points from the earlier projections, largely due to the weakening exports amid sluggish demand in key partners and rising global trade barriers, particularly with the US tariffs. The company's performance, the company has achieved a turnover of 403.77 crores during the year 24-25 as against 419.81 crores during the previous year. The company has incurred a loss of rupees 1.76 crores during the year under review as against a net profit of 19.86 crores during the previous financial year. The agency division the continuous postponement of new capital expenditure for expansion or modernization by the customers, along with the prolonged sluggishness in the textile industry, have led to decline in the revenue of the agency division. The division has achieved a turnover of 17.46 crores during the financial year 24-25 as against 32.43 crores in the previous year. The division has earned a profit PBT of 7.88 crores against 20.49 crores in the previous year. The textile division, despite the volatility in textiles, in yarn and cotton prices, this division has achieved an improved turnover of 332.57 crores during the financial year 24-25 as against 304.22 crores in the previous year. An optimized product mix and improved process efficiency have enabled the textile division to achieve a PBT of 1.26 crores during the financial year 24-25 as against 4 lakhs in the previous year. The engineering division, the reduction of OEM offtake and the postponement of deliveries by other customers have led to a decline in turnover of this division. This division achieved a turnover of 60.62 crores as against 90.99 crores in the previous year. The engineering division incurred a loss of 1.57 crores during the financial year 24-25 as against the profit of 13.49 crores in the previous year. The future prospects, the agency division anticipates moderate improvement in the second half of the current year, driven by nearing finalization of the tariff rate settlements agreement with the US and ongoing discussions for additional FTAs, free trade agreements, with the EU. These agreements are expected to benefit the The outlook for the textile division remains cautiously optimistic, while some improvements are foreseen in the coming months. Persistent challenges such as power and labor shortages may continue to impact performance. Meanwhile, the engineering division expects positive contributions to revenue growth from its new product development initiatives, encompassing both recently completed and ongoing projects. I'm happy to announce that earlier this morning, the board had reviewed the first quarter results, and the company has recorded a turnover of rupees 100.90 crores as against 98.91 crores. The profit after tax and quarter ended 30th June 2025 is rupees 1.76 crores against rupees 1.02 crores during the same period last year. I thank our shareholders, our bankers, and above all our customers for their continued support. I thank the employees at all levels for their continued contribution towards your company's progress. I join you in looking forward to a future of a greater prosperity. I also request you to join me in invoking the blessings of Goddess Lakshmi, and I thank you all for attending the meeting. Now I request the company secretary to explain the voting process at the AGM.
I would like to mention that as per the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations, the company cast their vote on all the resolutions as set out in the notice of the AGM through remote e-voting system administered by NSDL during the period from 9 a.m. on 18th July 2025 to 5 p.m. on 20th July 2025. The facility for voting at the meeting is also provided to the members present in the meeting who have not yet cast their votes through remote e-voting. Members may please go to the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote while at the same time watch the proceedings of the meeting. 3B Krishnamurthy, Chartered Accountant, has been appointed as the scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting and remote e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner. Since the AGM is held through video conference and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening the AGM have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of resolutions. Members may note that there is no voting by show of hands at this AGM. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the AGM notice for seamless participation and voting during the meeting. I now request the chairman to conduct further proceedings.
Thank you. Now I shall take up the resolutions as set out in the notice. Item number 1 of the notice, the adoption of the annual financial statements. The financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025, including the reports of the board of directors and auditors, have already been provided to the members. Item number 2 of the notice is declaration of a dividend. The board has recommended a final dividend of rupees 2.50, which is 25% per equity share. Thank you. As I'm interested in the following item, the next item, I request Shri B. Lakshmi Narayanan, to Independent Director, to conduct the proceedings of the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item number 3 of the notice, reappointment of Ms. Shivali Jayavardhan Velu, who retires by rotation, being eligible and offers herself for reappointment. Sri Sanjay Jayavardhan Velu to conduct further proceedings.
Thank you, sir. Item number 4 of the notice is the appointment of Shri M.R.L. Narasimha as Secretarial Auditor of the company for a period of 5 years with effect from 2025-26. As I am interested in the next item number 5, I request Shri B. Lakshmi Narayanan, Independent Director, to conduct the proceedings of the meeting.
Item number 5 of the notice, approve the material related party transactions with LMW Limited. Now I request Sri Sanjay Jayavardhan Velu to conduct further proceedings.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 6 of the notice, the ratification of remuneration payable to the cost auditor. The text of the resolutions along with the explanatory statement is provided in the notice circulated to the members. Now, the company secretary will explain the procedure regarding questions from the shareholders. Thank you.
Now we will take questions from the shareholders. Shareholders who have already registered as speakers will be allowed to speak. Members are requested to keep their questions brief and specific. The moderator will facilitate the questions on video feature. The moderator will announce the name of the speaker shareholder and unmute him. Also, questions sent by email to the company, if any, will also be read and answered towards the end. In case the speaker shareholder has any connectivity issue, the questions from the next folder will be taken up. However, at the end, one more chance will be given to the shareholders who have connectivity issues to ask questions or express their views. In this regard, request from 4 shareholders to register as speaker shareholder. Now I request moderator to unmute Mr. Hitesh Kumar Kiran.
Thank you, sir. So Mr. Hitesh Kumar Kiran has not yet joined, sir. So we can move on to the next.
Okay, we will ask the next shareholder. Unmute Mr. J. Abhishek.
Yeah, Mr. J. Abhishek also is not yet joined, sir. There is no one in the name of Abhishek. So
we will move on. Next, unmute Mr. Krunal Shah.
yes, sir. Mr. Krunal Shah, you are into the panelist now. You can ask your question now. Please switch on your video and unmute yourself.
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yes, yeah. Please go ahead, Mr. Shah.
Yeah. Hi, thank you. Good afternoon and, to everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I think this forum is actually once in a while you get a chance to speak to Sanjay sir, and hence, some detailed questions I have. So if I will go ahead, the first question is on the spinning industry. Are you seeing any signs of recovery there, sir? And if not, then what are the challenges still troubling the industry? The second is in the agency business. What steps can we take, to restart growth in this business? Because last year was really bad, and even Q1 was not very great. So, anything else that we can do? Then I have a list of questions on the engineering division. The first question is on the gearbox business. So we are very well established in the low HP gearboxes, light duty gearboxes, and so just wanted to understand what are we doing to upskill our technology in terms of medium duty and heavy duty gearboxes. Have we made any new products there? Have we got any new clients there? And and apart from gearboxes, what are the other products we are adding to the engineering division? Any R&D products in the R&D which you can speak about? Also, the engineering division has a lot of dependence on LMW as a customer. What steps are you taking to grow the non-LMW business? Because LMW itself has been stuck for last 1 or 2 years because of the challenges facing the spinning industry. The next question is on the capex. So what is the capex we planned for the financial year 2026? A couple of little broad questions I have. One is, how do you see super sales as a company 5 to 10 years down the line? What role does it play in the LMW group? And the next question is a request, actually. So we don't do conference calls or anything, but at least, if you could share a brief press release every quarter along with the result, just what happened during the quarter would be very helpful to investors. So if that request could be taken up. That is it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Shah.
We will take questions from Mr. Keshav Garg. Please unmute Mr. Keshav Garg.
Sir, Mr. Keshav Garg is not yet joined, sir. So now actually Mr. Hitesh K and Mr. Abhishek is available. So now I just unmute Mr. Hitesh K, the first question shareholder.
Yes, please.
Hello, Mr. Hitesh Kiran. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and switch on your video. Place your question, sir.
Audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible, madam.
Okay, so I have a set of questions. In last year's AR, you had a statement plan for higher productivity by 3 to 5% and implementation of automation to reduce the cost of labor by around 2% and enhance custom built products in gears unit by 5%. When we look at the FY25 performance across all the divisions, there is a significant deterioration. Could you please talk in detail what went wrong in each of these verticals and what are we doing to correct the same? Secondly, could you please talk about the products being developed in the engineering segment? What are their end applications or industries? Are these new products for LMW or other OEMs? The year talks about pickup in order book. What is the current order book as on June 30th, 2025? It appears there is a sizable increase in people from 850 employees in March 2022 to almost 1,300 employees in March 25. However, the revenues and profitability across all the segments have only gone down in this period. Could you please share in which segment are you augmenting the team and why is there no corresponding pickup in the business in the last 4 years? Lastly, any plans for capital investment in the core business segments, yarn or engineering in the next 2 to 3 years?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please mute Mr. Hitesh and unmute Mr. J. Abhishek.
Mr. Abhishek, you are into the panelist now, so you can ask your question, sir. Please unmute yourself. Hello, Mr. Abhishek. Am I audible, sir?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Am I audible?
Yeah. Please go ahead,
First
sir.
of all, I congratulate the management on the eve of annual general body meeting. Sir, trust all is well with you and your family in this challenging situation. Our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap after completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, and becoming one of the strongest brand in the respective segment. Sir, as of date, how many employees are there in the company? What are the steps being taken by the management to reduce the other expenses, legal professional charges, and the audit fee? So then myself and my team are running a legal firm, the name and style of Seven Mills Associate in Chennai. I would request the management to kindly enroll the firm in the parliament of the company and would request the management to kindly arrange for a planned visit, site visit for the investor fraternity so that the company investors can come to know what is happening in the company. So then, what are the steps being taken by the management to improve the P ratio, EPS, and return on equity? Because we can see that the return on equity is turned negative, P ratio is negative, and the EPS is also negative. So what proactive steps have been taken by the management to overcome the same and reward the investor fraternity in good numbers in the years to come? So then who are our major peers? I would like to know from you, sir. And nothing much to ask. Most of my questions are sent via email also. I shall not repeat the same questions again in the interest of time. And I would request the management to kindly consider hybrid AGMs in the years to come, as most of the senior citizens are not able to join because of the digital challenges in this virtual platform. So if we can consider hybrid AGMs in the years to come, more number of shareholders can join in the meeting. You can get the valuable points, suggestions, and ideas that will be helpful for the management to empower in the coming future. So nothing much to ask, sir. We are thankful to the board of directors for the sincere efforts in bringing the company to this particular extent and rewarding the investor fraternity in good numbers. Hope that the company will take all our questions in the right spirit and reward us in the years to come. We are thankful to the dividend, and even during the difficult times, the company has sustained to give dividend 2 50 paisa. We are thankful for that and hope that the company will recover and reward the dividend to the investor fraternity like previously you used to do. So nothing much to ask, sir. Thank you very much and thank you for giving the opportunity. Hope to see you in the hybrid AGM next year. I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future. And thank you for giving the opportunity, sir. Hope to see you in the hybrid AGM next year. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, please mute Mr. J. Abhishek, unmute Mr. Keshav Garg if he is available.
Sir, Mr. Keshav Garg is still not available, sir. He is not joined.
Okay, then there is no more speaker shareholder, sir.
Thank you to all the shareholders who have taken keen interest and have raised some queries. With this, we conclude the question session, and now I would like to respond and comment on the queries which have been raised. I would like to answer all the three shareholders' questions and what we have in writing from the fourth comprehensively by starting from the agency division. As you know, the agency division directly, the performance reflects that of the textile spinning industry. Now, as was said, over the last few years, the textile industry's profitability and challenges has been slowly getting more intensified, and therefore all the decisions to invest either in modernization or in expansion, although there is interest and there are orders, the decisions are getting postponed. And this is why we are seeing a reduction in our income. Now, having said that, I must say that there have been no major cancellation of orders, but has been postponement of orders because of uncertainty in global markets, which is also reflecting that on our own Indian market. The local demand has really supported the textile industry, and therefore we were able to service the customers properly in terms of their needs and also in terms of their spare parts. The number of initiatives have been taken in the agency division, right from implementing a CRM, getting digital, going closer to our customers, and also in terms of using modern management tools in order to see how to enhance sales and also communication with our customers. And I'm sure in the next few years, it will pay off handsomely in terms of our digital connect with our customers. So these are the number of initiatives which are being taken apart from training our customers and working with agencies in order to build the skill and communication skill sets of our sales and service personnel. This then leads to the performance of both our units. Both the units, considering what the circumstances were last year, have done reasonably well. There was our investment which had gone in for modernization in some areas and also automation, as was mentioned by our shareholder. The investments, return on investments have paid off in two ways. One, we have seen productivity increase, which is seen in terms of the total tons which we have produced, as well as when there were shortages of workers, we were able to run the machine because had we done a little bit more, I think that gap could have also been met, and we would not have missed out on the required production for that day or month. So we continue to look at investments over the year in this business for improvements in quality into productivity. These would be the main theme for this year. And next year, next 2 years, our outlay will be towards modernization, where the equipment in certain areas will come up for a modernization. So this would be the equipment modernization and the constant modernization for our automation. This should not roughly, I think whenever the budgets come out, whether automation or this, the board will pass it, and then we can share with our shareholders what could be the capital outlay over the next few years in these textile division. The overall textile industry, there was a question by Mr. Shah in terms of how the outlook is. I think as soon as we have some positive signals on the tariffs, that would definitely kickstart a tremendous interest in our customers to reinvest in high production quality equipment and also equipment which will help them make value added products. So, I mean, the quicker these FTAs will also help us with the UK, FTAs now with Europe is being discussed, and I am positive that once these treaties are signed, there's not only a psychological but also a kind of actual flow of orders would increase. The government also will support us in terms of maintaining competitive raw material price from India so that we could be competitive for the rest of the world. So this is a little bit on the textile business. The number of people we added directly were workers to increase productivity, and the automation money we put in, all those helped us increase the turnover of the company and helped us tide over the tough last year. Going ahead on the engineering side, at one time, the company was 100% dependent on LMW, and as our plans fan out, we will be more and more increasing our business to the other sectors, while we look at not just standard gears, we also will be looking at high-end gear boxes. So the engineering division has a capex which is approved, as you know, last year was 12.5 crores. It will play out this year. It would help add to the cash out of the system, improve the quality, and with the order book on hand of over 20 crores, what we have, and the order intake, I'm sure, with the support of the engineering industry, I'm sure that the investments would add us great value and make sure that the bottom line is healthy for the year ahead. Now, there are various types of products which we're looking at. One are catalog products. Catalog products are to cover various industries right across agriculture, mining, machine building, plastic, extrusion, rubber, cables and wires, pharma, and also food. So these would be special catalog products which have been pushed through our distributors around the country. The second category are the custom built gearboxes, which are going in for specialized industries like machine tool building, conveyors and hoists, and also tube mills, which will be as very high-end, high-precision products. And finally, the gears and pinions, which are looked at for this industries like the aerospace, defense, machine tool, extrusion, wire drawing, and hoist also. So the new product life cycle management tool is being brought into our R&D, and an R&D has been given a lot of priority to come up with their new product variation. So as this goes on, we've already seen 20% diversion income from other businesses other than LMW. And as we go on, we intend to increase that much more. So the dependence on one OEM or one customer is not there. So this would cover generally the engineering division, which we feel that we have the strength, we have the brand, and I'm sure that in that division would continue to do well in the future. Mr. Garg had asked a whole lot of questions. Hopefully I've answered most of them in all the three divisions. And if there's anything left over, do let us know to our company secretary, and we'll be happy to answer that. So overall, Ladies and gentlemen, looking at the year ahead, we are cautiously optimistic for the textile division. Once the textile division picks up, and the agency division will become, I'm sorry. And for the engineering, the light engineering and our products, over 10 products which we have in development, once they are being sold, I'm sure would add also to the top line and value addition on our balance sheet. So I hope I have answered the questions to the best of my ability. And as I said, should there be anything else, do let us know and we shall. So with this, I would like to move on to the information on the voting rights and the results and my concluding remarks. Members may note that the e-voting facility of the NSDL platform will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable those shareholders who have not cast their vote and would like to cast their vote. The results would be declared after considering both remote e-voting and e-voting during the meeting, no later than 2 working days, and the consolidated scrutineer's report will be placed in the company's website and the NSDL website. The results will also be initiated to the stock exchange in which the company's equity shares are listed. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of requisite number of votes. Arrangements have been made for the distribution of the dividends through HDFC Bank if the said resolution is passed by the members. The dividend will be paid through the electronic credit by post, subject to the availability of normal postal services within 30 days after deducting applicable taxes at source. I wish to thank all the shareholders who have joined this meeting through the video conferencing. I also wish to extend a warm thanks to all our directors who have joined this meeting. With your consent, I and the other board members would like to leave the meeting and request all shareholders to stay safe and take care of themselves and their families. I now hereby declare the proceeds.
Tech support, please.